if it's your first time on my channel, wow.
Boy, I'll see you later. I hope you go to one better.
Hey, if it's your first time on your If it's your first time on my channel, welcome. My name is Shainah and this is Slaynuh Sofa. If you have been following me for a while, then you already know me. Welcome back. And I'm kind of transitioning from what you knew Slaynuh Sofa to be before. Now it's really going to be focused on, as you saw in my intro, travel and chat. So, if you follow me on Instagram, Snapchat kind of, and even subscribe to me here on YouTube, you know that wherever I go in the world, if it's somewhere for an extensive period of time, I vlog for you guys. So I really want to transition into making travel vlogs for you guys. So that's what this channel is going to be about, and also chatting. I'm still going to be talking about Christ, that's my main, and also videos like this one today. So I think that's a smooth transition into what I want to talk about today. And I am going to limit myself to time constraints because I can go on and on and on. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my timer on my phone, and I have like a little cue card to kind of just stay on track. So if you have been following me on social media, if you know me personally in life or anything related to those two things, you know that I am a college graduate. It's so weird, even now saying it. 2 months ago, May 4th, 2019, I graduated from East Carolina University in Greenville, North Carolina. I graduated with a Bachelor of Arts in English and a TESOL certificate, which is Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages. So I just want to clear the air. I did not study English education while I was at ECU. If you knew, freshman and sophomore year, I did have a science minor with the intent of becoming a pediatrician and going to med school, but God was like, nope, that's not what you're going to do. So my minor was linguistics after starting in the summer of my sophomore year of college. So a lot of people have this assumption that with my certificate that I can just, say for instance, go to a high school and teach an English class. No. If I wanted to do that, now that I have a bachelor's, I'd have to take a separate test and I'd have to get a separate license, which is contingent upon the state that I'm in. So that's not really what I want to do per se, and it kind of confuses people because with my TESOL certificate, I can teach, and but the thing is, I teach English to speakers of other languages, and this certificate, it's often used internationally. So I want to go to South America specifically to work on my Spanish, and even though you don't need to know the speaker's native language to teach them with a certificate, I really believe that it's, obviously helpful, because if you're trying to explain something in English and they don't know it, you can go back to that native language and then maybe they can understand the concept better. And that's actually been what I've had to do with Spanish speakers, and it really made the learning experience a lot more beneficial. But I did just realize actually the other day that with the certificate, I can teach kind of like at private schools or community organizations and different things like that here in the States. So that's also a really great resource that I really just found out about. So yeah, what am I up to now? If you talk to me, then you already know I'm going to say what I text a lot of people. Nothing like, I'm relaxing. During undergrad, I was constantly on go, executive board positions in clubs, volunteering, speaking on panels, going to workshops. I was just involved in so much stuff, traveling / studying abroad internationally. It was all great, like all 4 years. While for some of the time it was very, mentally draining for me. It was a great experience, but I am at a period right now in July where it's time for me to rest. It's time for me to relax. And I'm fortunate to live at home with my parents about an hour away from ECU. So I don't have to worry about a lot of expenses that a lot of people do have to worry about, such as rent or just things that like real adults have to deal with. I'm just fortunate and blessed that I don't have those burdens on myself, and I came back to a healthy home where I can, kind of just rest and recuperate before my next season. And with that being said, this kind of transitions into mental health once you exit college. I'm going to leave one of my friend, sorry, truck's going by. My friend Dio graduated in 2018, and he has a blog where he talked about kind of what it's like after graduating. And I'm going to drop that link to that blog post because it was really, really good. Like, I read that last year before I even graduated. So I think it's very beneficial, not only to me, but to other people. So I think it would be really, really good for other people to, read. So I'm going to drop that in the comment, in the description box. But I can see why it would be very mentally taxing. And for a lot of people, it is. Like I said, if you're living on your own, if you're independent, if you have to have a job, if you're relocating, like all these different types of reasons, coming out of college and not having a job secured, not having an internship secured, it can be very, very scary for a lot of people. And for me, it was, my faith is in God, and I know whatever he's called me into, it's for me, and it's already written, and it's just a matter of when he's going to reveal it to me and when it's actually going to come to fruition for me. But the biggest thing for me was studying abroad. I studied abroad twice while I was at ECU. First time was in London in 2017 for 3 weeks in July. And then in August of 2018 to December of 2018, which was the fall semester of my senior year, I studied abroad in Ghana, West Africa. Favorite country in the world. Seriously, like if you follow me, I say that all the time. It's seriously, I've been to 4 countries, I think. So I've been to London, I've been to Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, and Colombia. So yeah, of the 4 countries that I've been to, Ghana is my favorite country, and I know it'll stay my favorite country just because Ghana is so amazing. I'm going on a tangent here. So Ghana and London were my 2 like study abroad experiences. Like I specifically went to those 2 countries to study abroad, and that's honestly what I missed most about college, apart from being around friends that I could see all the time. Just about studying abroad is really the part that I miss the most, because those were the experiences where I truly grew the most. And it was for me an out-of-body experience, in the sense that the things that I was learning about in classes, or the things I wished I learned about in classes at ECU, I was actually learning about those and seeing those things for what they were in the actual places that they were in when I went to the countries. So even though I can still study abroad by like going back for my master's, don't have plans for that as of yet, if I even want to go back. So that was really sad for me, because when you apply for programs, obviously when they ask you, you're either an undergraduate student or a graduate student. So I can't even apply for those type of those things anymore. So that was really sad for me. And then also just the whole notion of identity crisis. I mean, we're students, and then kind of going out of that as an alumna, it's kind of confusing. You don't really know your place in the real world. You come out into the world where people have jobs such as working in grocery stores, or they could be a teacher, or they could be a nurse, or they could be a lawyer, whatever. And then you have people who are entrepreneurs, who are running their own businesses. You have painters who have like these really successful studios and all this type of stuff. And it's like, yes, it's great that I got a degree and I have education, but it's like still a struggle per se for my entire place in the world. As I said earlier, I think that's really the best way to put it. What's next? If you find out before I do, let me know. No, I'm just kidding. Like, seriously, I'm just resting in the season. God has really been speaking to me about cultivating my craft, cultivating my character and my personality, because the next season that I'm in, it's really going to it's really going to require a lot more discipline, a lot more, just a lot more out of me, and I need to be ready for that. And also in this season, like, just growing closer to him is what I really need to do. There's no distractions of school or anything like that. So really focusing on that. But, you know, once I do know, once I've gotten the clearing from God to talk about it publicly, I of course will make a YouTube video about that. So I think it'll be interesting to see this video now and then in the future, like, what God does with me. So I'm really excited about that. And also, like, this has just been a great time for me to cultivate my craft. I love writing. If it's something that I'm supposed to use at the forefront of my life, I would love that. But I've also realized that stepping out of school has shown me that it's okay to create just from a place of wanting to be creative. It's okay to write from a place of self-expression, healing. So not necessarily writing for a grade, not submitting it, just doing it because I want to. It's been really fulfilling, and I'm grateful for this time. That was my timer, but I'm almost done. So maintaining community after graduating, it's really contingent upon you. You know, I know some people who graduated even from college and they did not want to keep in contact with anybody that they knew. But I didn't, obviously. I loved all the friends that I made at ECU, all the community that I formed. I'm so grateful. I'm still in contact with those people just about every single day. So for other students after graduating, I think it is really, you know, up to you to continue that. And if you relocate, like, out of the city or even out of the state or country, you know, just keep those connections and keep those bonds, because it's a lot of the people you meet in college will become your lifetime friends. And I just think keeping that bond, even if it changes because of distance or time a little bit, it's really beneficial to still have those people in your life. And overall advice to people who have either recently graduated like me, or they're going to be graduating maybe this fall 2019 semester, I just want to encourage you to not get so caught up in what other people are doing. You know, some people might be moving faster than you. You might even find yourself feeling better than people who are moving slower than you, but just look forward. And I don't mean having tunnel vision, because that can be dangerous, but don't look to the left of you, don't look to the right of you, like, look what's in front of you, because God has great things in store for you. Like, I'm telling you, every single one of you watching this video, you are destined for so much more. And recognize that even if you have, you know, a bachelor's, a master's, you know, a doctorate, or you don't have any schooling, like, you're still, you know, it's still possible for you to fulfill your purpose in life, and you will, because you don't need any of this. This is just the extra stuff that's here on earth to please man and to satisfy flesh. But, you know, congratulations on graduating. If you already have, congratulations in advance if you're on your way to graduating. But just know that it's okay to, like, just relax. It's okay to chill out and just really work on yourself before you try to pursue a job, a relationship, a marriage, even getting, like, a puppy or a cat. Like, really ask God, what is it that you want from me in this season, and how can I be better than I was in my last seasons? So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you a little bit of insight into me and my life now that I've graduated from ECU. You know, every day is not, like, the greatest, you know, but every day is great. I'm thankful to be alive. If you like this video, please be sure to like it. Also, be sure to comment if you know have some advice or anything from me. Subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye.